Soft background music, the sound of a busy office environment, faint keyboard typing. Growing up, I always knew I was different. While other girls played with dolls, I spent my afternoons taking apart gadgets, figuring out how they worked. I wasn't your typical girl from the neighborhood. But I had dreams, big ones. And somehow, I always knew that those dreams would lead me here, to the tech world, where the odds were stacked against me. I just didn't know how hard the journey would be. The music fades into the background as Grace's voice grows more reflective. My name is Grace, and at 28, I became the CEO of Grace World Tech Innovations, a company I started from the ground up. But I didn't get here because it was easy. I got here because I refused to let the world tell me I didn't belong. Sound of a bustling office, phones ringing, footsteps, and murmurs. Grace. When I first walked into next-gen technologies, I thought I was walking into my dream job. The big city, the prestigious company, and an exciting future. But what I didn't expect was the weight of expectations. Not the expectations of the job, but the ones based on my gender. Pause. I remember my first meeting with Mr. Thompson, my senior manager. He was older, well-respected, but his respect didn't extend to me. Not once did he take me seriously. Not once did he treat me like an equal. I knew I was being looked down upon, but I had to keep pushing forward. Sound of a door opening, papers shuffling. I remember thinking, maybe they're right. Maybe I don't belong here. But I couldn't let myself fall into that trap. If I gave up now, it would mean that everything I'd fought for so far was a waste. I couldn't let it be in vain. So, I did what I always did. I worked harder. And harder still. Sound of footsteps, office chatter, then a door slamming open. But then, it happened. The project of a lifetime came across my desk. The kind of project that could change the game. The kind of opportunity that people dreamed of. And, of course, I was assigned to lead it. I was thrilled, but deep down, I knew that if I succeeded, it wouldn't be my success. It would be a fluke. If I failed, it would confirm everything they had been saying about me. Pause, tense music builds.
Mr. Thompson, dismissive. Grace, I'm afraid this project might be too much for you. It's not exactly beginner level. Let me handle it, and you can focus on the smaller tasks. You know, just until you're ready for the big leagues.
Grace, feeling the tension rise. That was it. The moment I'd been waiting for, the moment I stopped caring about what he thought. Grace. I looked at him, my heart racing. For the first time in years, I didn't feel small. I didn't feel insignificant. I stood up, straightened my back, and said something that shocked even me. Grace, confident. I've got this. I don't need you to let me do anything. I'm not your assistant. I'm the leader of this project. And you're going to respect that. Sound of silence, the intensity is palpable. That was the moment I knew I had to stand firm. I wasn't going to let anyone steal my future, not even Mr. Thompson. The sound of typing resumes, Grace is on the phone with a colleague. I decided it was time to leave. I couldn't stay there, waiting for someone to recognize my worth. I had to do this on my own. So, I left the company, and with a few like-minded women, I started Grace World Tech Innovations. Pause, the sound of a busy startup environment begins, phones ringing, people talking, typing. We started small, just a handful of us, working from a tiny co-working space. But the passion, the drive, that was bigger than anything I'd ever felt. We were doing something we believed in, and every single day was a fight to stay afloat. But we made it. We proved them all wrong. Pause. One day, after a pitch to a major investor, I got a call from Mr. Thompson. I almost didn't pick up.
Mr. Thompson, hesitant. Grace, I have to admit, I didn't think you'd make it. But, well, your company, it's doing well. I wanted to say, I was wrong about you.
Grace, calm, but empowered. Mr. Thompson, I don't need your validation. But thank you for recognizing what I've always known. Music swells softly as Grace's voice grows more triumphant. The sound of a boardroom full of people, murmurs of approval and disapproval. Grace. The real test came when a rival CEO launched a smear campaign against us. He tried to paint me as a fraud, accusing me of stealing ideas. And the worst part? Some people believed him. But I knew this was just another challenge. Another chance to prove that no matter what they threw at me, I would rise above it. Sound of a firm meeting room door slamming. Grace. In that meeting, I didn't just defend myself, I exposed his lies. I showed the world that Grace World Tech Innovations was built on integrity, hard work, and vision. And as I stood there, presenting our evidence, I knew that I had finally become the leader I always dreamed of being. The sound of applause fills the room, fading into soft, uplifting music. And so, we succeeded. We didn't just survive, we thrived. TechSavvy became one of the most recognized names in the industry. But it wasn't the success that mattered most, it was the impact we had. We created opportunities for women in tech, for young girls who dreamt of being leaders, innovators, and change makers. Pause. I guess the world can try to hold you down. It can try to tell you that you're not enough. But when you stand firm, when you believe in yourself, there's nothing that can stop you. Nothing. Music swells triumphantly as the story reaches its peak. I'm Grace. And I'm not just a woman in tech. I am Grace World Tech Innovations. Grace didn't just break barriers, she built them for others to walk through. Grace World Tech Innovations continued to thrive, and the company became a beacon for women in tech. Grace worked tirelessly to create mentorship programs and scholarships for young women interested in technology, ensuring that the next generation wouldn't have to face the same struggles she had. Her story became a symbol of resilience, courage, and unwavering determination. She had defied the odds, proven the skeptics wrong, and stood tall in the face of adversity. And in doing so, she had not only changed the course of her own life but had inspired countless others to follow their dreams regardless of the obstacles they might face. Grace's story was one of struggle, yes. But it was also one of triumph. She had shown the world that being a woman in a male-dominated industry wasn't a weakness, it was her greatest strength. And no matter how much the world tried to hold her back, Grace would always rise above it. Soft, reflective music begins to play. Grace stands in front of a large window, looking out at the city skyline, her expression contemplative yet hopeful. The light of the setting sun casts a warm glow over her face. Looking back on everything I've been through, every challenge, every setback, every moment where I thought I wasn't enough, I'm reminded of one thing: I was never alone in my struggle. And neither are you. Pause. Grace's gaze softens, and she turns to face the camera, her eyes locking with the audience as if speaking directly to them. I've learned that resilience doesn't mean you're never going to fall. It means that, no matter how hard you fall, you find the strength to get back up. I faced rejection, I faced betrayal, and yes, there were days I questioned myself. But what kept me going wasn't the desire to prove others wrong, it was the desire to prove to myself that I was worthy of my dreams. Grace walks towards her desk, sits down, and picks up a notebook where she writes down a key insight. The truth is, most of the world will tell you no. They'll tell you that you're too young, too inexperienced, too different, too anything. But here's what they won't tell you: you're different is your power. It's the thing that sets you apart, that gives you the vision, the courage, and the passion to create something nobody else can. She flips through the notebook, showing pages filled with ideas and reflections. She pauses and smiles, realizing how far she's come. If I could give advice to my younger self, or to any woman feeling like the odds are stacked against her, it would be this: keep learning, keep pushing, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. Success isn't handed to anyone, especially not to women in male-dominated fields. It's earned through hard work, grit, and an unshakable belief in your own worth. Young women in a classroom, coding, brainstorming, and building their own startup ideas, inspired by Grace's story. But success isn't just about the end result. It's about the journey, the lessons you learn along the way, and the person you become through the struggles. Don't be afraid to fail. Failing means you're trying. It means you're learning. It means you're one step closer to the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Grace stands up again, walking towards the window, looking out with newfound strength. When I started Grace World Tech Innovations, I didn't know if I would make it. I didn't know if the world was ready for a female-led tech company. But I did it because I believed in my vision, in my team, and in the future I was determined to create. And that belief was stronger than any doubt. Grace turns back towards her eyes filled with determination. To every young woman, to every entrepreneur out there who is doubting themselves right now, Grace looks directly into the camera, as if talking to the audience. You can do this. The road won't be easy. You will face obstacles. You will feel the weight of the world at times. But remember, you are enough. You are capable. And the world needs what you have to offer. Never let anyone tell you that you can't be the leader of your own story. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness. A powerful instrumental track builds up as Grace walks towards her office door, opening it and stepping into the future with determination. The music swells into a crescendo as Grace's voice continues. It's time to take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Whether you're building a tech empire, starting a business, or simply finding your voice in a challenging environment, take the first step today. A montage plays, showing diverse young women coding, speaking at conferences, leading meetings, and pursuing their goals with determination. Grace's voice fades as the final message appears on the screen. The future is yours to create. Let's make it happen. Resilience is key. The ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue pushing forward is the heart of success. Embrace your unique strengths. What sets you apart is your greatest asset. Your different is your power. Learn from failures. Failure is not defeat, it's part of the process that leads to innovation and success. Believe in your vision. Success begins with self-belief. No one else can see your vision as clearly as you can trust it. Take action now. Start with what you have, where you are. Every small step counts toward building your future.